Have you ever felt a room's energy shift the moment someone walked in? Or heard a piece of music that seemed to speak directly to your soul, rearranging your very emotions? You were not imagining it. You were perceiving the silent, invisible language of the universe, the language of vibration. What if I told you that everything you perceive as solid and separate, the chair you're sitting in, the air you breathe, the very thoughts flickering through your mind, is in its most fundamental state a complex symphony of frequencies? That you are not merely a listener in this cosmic orchestra, but a composer, capable of changing the melody with a single, focused intention. This is not a New Age platitude. It is an ancient truth, whispered in the hidden mystery schools of Egypt, etched into the sacred geometry of temples, and encoded within the mantras of the Himalayan sages. For millennia, this knowledge has been the guarded secret of mystics and adepts, the understanding that to master one's reality, one must first master the art of resonance. They knew that fear, joy, love, and despair are not just feelings, they are distinct vibrational signatures. They understood that certain sounds could heal the body, that specific places on Earth hummed with a power that could elevate consciousness, and that the structure of our inner world was a direct reflection of the frequencies we chose to entertain. In this journey together, we will pull back the veil. We will explore the lost history of this profound wisdom and uncover how these ancient teachings are being echoed by the most advanced discoveries of modern science. We will learn to perceive the subtle energies that shape our lives, and, most importantly, we will unlock the practical techniques to consciously tune the instrument of our own being, to shift our mental and spiritual state from discord to harmony. Prepare to hear the world as you've never heard it before. To truly grasp the power of vibrational influence, we must journey back through the corridors of time, tracing the echoes of this profound understanding across cultures and epochs. Long before modern science could measure frequencies and waveforms, our ancestors intuitively perceived the energetic nature of reality. Their wisdom, encoded in myth, ritual, and sacred texts, speaks eloquently of a universe alive with resonant forces. Consider the ancient Egyptians, whose concept of Ma'at represented cosmic order and harmony. Ma'at was not merely a philosophical idea, but a living principle, a vibrational equilibrium that sustained the cosmos. Their rituals, their architecture, from the precisely aligned pyramids to the chanting of sacred hymns, were all designed to resonate with these higher frequencies, to align themselves and their society with the fundamental harmony of existence. The very act of mummification can be seen as an attempt to preserve the vibrational blueprint of the individual, ensuring their continued resonance with the afterlife. Across the globe, in the mystical traditions of India, the concept of Nada Brahma, the universe as sound, reigns supreme. The Vedas, ancient scriptures brimming with esoteric knowledge, speak of the primordial sound, Om, as the very vibration from which all creation emanated. Mantras, sacred syllables and phrases chanted repeatedly, are not simply prayers. They are carefully crafted sonic formulas designed to entrain the chanter's consciousness with specific energetic frequencies, dissolving mental clutter and awakening higher states of awareness. The intricate system of chakras, energy centers within the human body, are understood to vibrate at different frequencies, influencing our physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. In ancient Greece, the philosopher Pythagoras, often hailed as the father of Western mysticism, also recognized the profound connection between mathematics, music, and the underlying structure of the universe. He taught that the cosmos was governed by numerical ratios, and that the harmony of the spheres was a literal symphony of celestial bodies vibrating in perfect accord. Pythagoras used music not just for entertainment, but as a therapeutic tool, believing that specific musical intervals could restore inner harmony and heal both the body and the mind. His work laid the foundation for understanding the mathematical and harmonic principles that underpin vibrational phenomena. Even in more recent history, figures like Nikola Tesla, a visionary inventor far ahead of his time, hinted at the power of vibration and frequency. He famously said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." While his focus was primarily on the physical applications of these principles, his words echo the ancient understanding of their fundamental importance. These are not isolated instances. From the shamanic drumming circles that induce altered states of consciousness to the intricate sonic landscapes created by Tibetan singing bowls, humanity has always sensed and sought to harness the power of vibration. The understanding that our inner landscape is deeply intertwined with the frequencies we surround ourselves with is an unbroken thread that runs through the tapestry of human spiritual and philosophical history. To ignore this ancient wisdom is to deafen ourselves to the very music of creation.
The wisdom of the ancients was not built on faith alone. It was built on a direct perception of a fundamental law of the universe, the law of resonance. At its core, this principle is elegantly simple. Imagine two perfectly tuned string instruments side by side. If you pluck a string on the first instrument, the corresponding string on the second instrument will begin to vibrate and hum with the same note, even without being touched. It has received the frequency and has been compelled to respond in kind. This is resonance. It is the universe's natural tendency towards sympathetic harmony. Now consider yourself. You are not a single string, but an infinitely complex and magnificent instrument. Your physical body, a dense collection of atoms, cells, and organs, vibrates at a relatively low and stable frequency. Every organ, every bone, every tissue has its own unique resonance signature, and when they are all in tune, the result is vibrant health. When one part falls into dissonance, vibrating at a chaotic or unnatural frequency, the symphony of the body is disrupted. We call this disease. Layered upon this physical vessel is your emotional body, a far more fluid and responsive field of energy. Each emotion you experience is not just a psychological event, but a distinct vibrational frequency. Think of the expansive, high-frequency wave of unconditional love, or the deep, serene hum of profound peace. Now contrast that with the frantic, jagged, low-frequency static of fear, or the heavy, discordant thud of grief. These are not metaphors. Just as sound waves can organize water molecules into beautiful crystalline patterns or chaotic messes, so too do your emotions organize the very fluids of your body and the energy of your auric field. You are constantly broadcasting your emotional frequency to the universe, and the universe, by the law of resonance, is constantly responding. Above this lies your mental body, the realm of thought. Every thought you think is a pulse of energy, a specific frequency shot out into the ether. A focused, clear, and positive thought is like a laser beam, a coherent wave of energy that travels with purpose. Conversely, a mind plagued by worry, doubt, and scattered negativity generates chaotic, unfocused static. This mental noise not only clouds our judgment and drains our energy, but it actively disrupts the harmony of our emotional and physical bodies. It is the primary source of the dissonance that pulls our instrument out of tune. This constant interplay is governed by another crucial principle, entrainment.
It is the tendency for one vibration to influence and synchronize with another. Picture several pendulum clocks mounted on the same wall. If you start them all swinging at different times, over a short period, they will mysteriously synchronize, their pendulum swinging in perfect unison. In the same way, your personal frequency field is constantly being influenced by the dominant vibrations in your environment. The frantic energy of a chaotic city, the serene frequency of an ancient forest, the aggressive rhythm of certain music, the calming presence of a spiritual master. These are not passive backdrops to your life. They are powerful tuning forks, and your own energetic system will naturally attempt to entrain or synchronize with them. This brings us to a critical realization. We are not isolated beings. We are resonant fields of energy, constantly in a dynamic dance of vibrational exchange with everything and everyone around us. We are being played by the world. The question then becomes, how do we move from being the instrument to being the conductor? How do we consciously choose the symphony we wish to embody? The answer lies in learning to generate a signal so clear, so powerful, and so coherent from within that it is the world that must entrain to us. We have established that you are an instrument, constantly being tuned by the world. But here lies the most profound secret of all esoteric traditions. You are also the musician. The power to change your resonant frequency does not lie outside of you. It is the very essence of your consciousness. Consciousness is the ultimate vibrational transmuter. It is the ghost in the machine, the force that can take the raw energy of the universe and sculpt it through the power of focused intention. Think of your consciousness as a powerful broadcasting tower. A scattered, anxious mind filled with conflicting beliefs and fleeting desires, emits a weak and chaotic signal. It is easily drowned out by the noise of the collective, the dominant frequencies of fear and materialism that saturate our modern world. However, a mind that is unified, where thought, emotion, and will are brought into a single, coherent alignment, broadcasts a signal of immense power and clarity. This coherent signal is what the ancients called focused intention. It is a vibration so pure and strong that it overrides external dissonance and begins to actively shape the energetic environment around it. This leads us to your unique vibrational signature. This is the sum total of your being, the dominant frequencies of your habitual thoughts, your deepest beliefs, your emotional patterns, and the subtle resonance of your soul. This signature acts as a cosmic magnet, governed by the immutable law that like attracts like. This is the true mechanism behind what many now call the law of attraction. It is not a cosmic vending machine for fulfilling egoic desires. It is a profound principle of energetic mirroring. Your outer world is a holographic reflection of your inner vibrational state. If your signature is tuned to frequencies of lack, resentment, and victimhood, the universe, in its impersonal wisdom, will orchestrate events, people, and circumstances that resonate perfectly with that state, reinforcing it. Conversely, if your signature resonates with gratitude, sovereignty, and unconditional love, your reality will inevitably reconfigure itself to mirror that harmony. But here we must address a crucial nuance. Many have tried to simply think positive while their heart aches with unresolved pain. This creates an inner war, a state of profound dissonance. The frequency of a deeply felt emotion is often magnitudes more powerful than that of a superficial thought. A forced mental affirmation that you don't truly feel is a lie you tell to yourself, and the universe does not respond to lies. It responds to the authentic vibration of your being. The true work, then, is not to suppress negative feelings, but to transmute them, to bravely face the dissonant notes within your own being and lovingly bring them back into harmony. This process of raising your vibration is not always a gentle ascent into bliss. It can, at times, feel like turmoil. As you begin to hold a higher, clearer frequency, everything in your life that is not in alignment with it will be shaken loose. It is a spiritual and energetic detox. Old traumas may surface to be healed. Limiting beliefs will scream for your attention, and relationships built on lower vibrational foundations may crumble. This is not a sign that you are failing. It is a sign that you are succeeding. It is the necessary purification required to hold a more refined and powerful resonance. The dust must be shaken from the rug before it can be truly clean. Now that we understand the mechanics of this cosmic law and the role of our own consciousness as the prime mover, we must ask, how do we begin the practical work of retuning our instrument? How do we purify our signal and become the conscious composer of our life's symphony? The tools are ancient, powerful, and available to all who seek them.
To know the path is not the same as walking the path. The true alchemy of transformation begins when esoteric knowledge is forged into lived experience. The following are not mere exercises. They are sacred arts of vibrational hygiene, powerful tools to consciously retune the instrument of your being and reclaim your energetic sovereignty. First, we begin with the most direct method, Sonic Harmonization. Your body is over 70% water, making it an extraordinary conductor of sound. You can use this to your advantage. The simplest and most ancient practice is the use of mantra. Find a quiet space, sit with your spine erect, and begin to chant the primordial sound Om or Om. Do not simply say it, intone it. Feel the vibration begin deep in your abdomen, rise through your heart, and resonate in your skull. This is not a religious act, but a physical one. You are literally using your own voice to break up stagnant energy and harmonize your cellular structure. For a more passive approach, immerse yourself in healing frequencies. Explore solfeggio frequencies, binaural beats, or the works of composers who understood harmonic resonance. Play these sounds in your home or through headphones and allow your energy field to entrain with their coherence. Second is the alchemy of breath. Your breath is the golden thread connecting your mind to your body, the physical to the non-physical. To control your breath is to control your nervous system and, by extension, your vibrational state. When you feel anxiety or chaos, your breath is shallow and erratic. To shift this, practice coherent breathing. A simple method is box breathing. Inhale slowly for a count of 4, hold the breath gently for 4, exhale completely for 4, and hold the empty space for 4. Repeat this cycle. This rhythmic pattern sends a powerful signal of safety and harmony to your body, shifting you from a low-frequency state of stress into a high-frequency state of calm presence. It is the fastest way to ground your energy and silence the static of a frantic mind. Third, practice environmental attunement. You are in a constant, silent conversation with your surroundings. You must become a conscious curator of your environment. Critically examine what you consume, the music you listen to, the media you watch, the conversations you engage in. Are these inputs tuning you to peace, inspiration, and expansion, or to fear, division, and contraction? Be ruthless in eliminating sources of vibrational pollution. This extends to your physical space. A cluttered, disorganized home promotes a cluttered, disorganized mind.
Cleanse your space, bring in elements of nature, allow for natural light, and most importantly, be mindful of your social environment. The people you spend your time with are powerful tuning forks. Seek out those whose presence naturally elevates your own, and lovingly create distance from those who consistently drain your energy. The key to all these practices is consistency, not intensity. 5 minutes of conscious breathing each day will transform your reality more profoundly than a single sporadic effort. Be patient and compassionate with yourself. You are unlearning a lifetime of unconscious conditioning. When you notice yourself falling into old dissonant patterns, do not judge. Simply observe, take a conscious breath, and choose again. These are not just techniques, they are acts of power, reminding the universe that you are no longer a passive instrument, but the deliberate and masterful composer of your own reality.
We began our journey by listening for the silent symphony of the universe. We have walked with ancient sages who heard the music of the spheres. We have decoded the fundamental laws of resonance and entrainment, and we have uncovered the practical tools to transform ourselves from a passive instrument into a master conductor. The profound truth is this: your life is a melody of your own making. Every thought, every feeling, every conscious breath is a note that you contribute to the grand cosmic composition. You are not a victim of a chaotic and random world. You are a sovereign being of immense creative power, broadcasting a unique frequency that shapes the very fabric of your reality. The universe is not happening to you, it is responding through you. To awaken to this truth is to reclaim your divine birthright as a co-creator of your experience. So, I leave you not with a conclusion, but with an invitation. For the next 7 days, become a student of vibration. Pay attention. Notice how different music, places, people, and foods affect your inner state. Feel the difference between the frequency of gratitude and the frequency of complaint. This is not an intellectual exercise. It is the sacred work of self-awareness. You are learning to read the language of your own soul. If this exploration has awakened a deeper truth within you, then your journey with us is just beginning. Subscribe to the Serpent Scroll and join our community of seekers who are dedicated to rediscovering this lost wisdom. Click the notification bell so you do not miss the next step on our path. Share your own experiences with resonance and frequency in the comments below. Your insights are a valuable part of this collective awakening.